Firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some pumpkins peel. So I have 2 pieces of pumpkin here. Maybe equate to about a pound. I don't even know. Well, that's a 3/4 pound of pumpkin. But nothing that I'm doing here is measured out or anything. It's not a chef kitchen, it's just a cook kitchen. So you can just adjust your hand with me. Alright, let me bring it in a bit closer and show you what I'm doing. Alright, so for the pumpkin, I can't hold it like so some people hold it and peel it like this. I'm afraid. So what I normally do, I just put it on a surface, cutting board, and then I just take my time all the way down and get off as much of the peel or the skin that I can. You don't have to get off everything because some people eat the peel. I eat the peel, but when it's in soup or anything like that. Why I think most people don't put the peel in the Takari is because they're looking for a smoother texture. So if you have a lot of the peel, then you know you're going to get a lot of little lump when you're trying to crush it out. But something like this, good enough. I'll go ahead, get the next piece peel. My pumpkin Takari, I'm going to put a bit of codfish in it, saltfish, what we call it on the island or in Jamaica. So I'm going to drop a piece of saltfish in it also. So then it will act as the protein when you're eating, whether you're dumpling, your rice, you know, yam, banana, anything you can put with this pumpkin Takari here, and it's good to go. Drop these in the bin. Alright, so now I'm going to wash the pumpkin. So I went ahead and washed the pumpkins. I'm going to just cut them up now, but nothing too small like you're putting it in soup or anything. About this size. Could be smaller, it could be bigger, but just to get it in the pot and get it boiled. I already have the pot going with some water. Water is not hot as yet, but I'm just going to drop them in. After which, I'm going to put a bit of salt. I'll just halfway cover the pot. And now I have some onions, 2 onions, which I'm gonna dice to put in the Takari. You can put less onion if you want, guys, but I'm a sucker for onions, so when I'm cooking I use a lot of onion and garlic, so that's just my thing. But trust me, there's no wrong or right way in cooking. It's all about taste, preference, and you can cook. So I'm not coming to you guys as a chef. Just coming to you as a cook. Getting it diced. Let me know, guys, if you guys want to see me do some more cooking, because I think this is one of my strong points, cooking. You can cook anything you tell me to cook. I'm not a chef, just a cook. When somebody tells us that them can cook, you know, sometimes to know if a person really can cook or can handle themselves in the kitchen, you watch the way them operate with knife and all those things. I'm not talking about them cut up the onion or the carrot and all the little thing with, no. Just watch the way people just operate. If them look comfortable doing what they're doing, then you will know, you know, if this person is someone that has been around the kitchen or them just been around the dinner table. Yep. 2 onions down. Guys, whilst I cook, I'm not going to remind and say, see, I'm washing my hands and I'm doing this and no, this is natural to me. If I'm cooking, I keep the environment clean. That's the way I grow up, learning how to cook. So I'm not going to try and put on a show for you guys to say, yeah, I wash my hand. No, if I do something after that I don't wash my hand, it means that the next thing that I'm going on to, I don't need to wash my hand to go on to that next thing. You know, so if I don't need some flour, make a dough, and the next thing I go do, I drop it in the pot. Just I come out of the flour, I don't need to wash my hand to drop it in the pot. You know, it's like a thing when I see people, I go crazy over, but it don't work in the real world, man. When you're cooking, as long as there's cleanliness, you can carry on with it. Alright, I went ahead and boil the saltfish. Normally I have my saltfish boiled for like, or codfish, whichever one. Boil for like maybe about between 6 and 10 minutes, anywhere there is good. And then now I'm going to clean it up. Get off all this excess scale and these like a white fatty looking part on the saltfish. Even though as a teenager growing up, when I used to cook in the country, that white fatty part, when we used to do it with breadfruit, we never take it off, we leave that part because that part really nice with the roast breadfruit. But these days I don't find myself like and crave those things anymore. Yeah. So, alright, so when you're cleaning the codfish, the saltfish, you go in the opposite direction from where the scales lie. So it's like brushing your hair, you would brush your hair in the direction in which the hair grow. Taking this off, we'll go opposite direction and everything just peel off once you put the hot water on it, and you have it like that. So saltfish almost done. Drop this in the bin. And I hope the audio is clear because I didn't remember to put on the mic. And I don't want to put on the mic at this stage, so hope the audio is clear. Let me get myself something to put the saltfish in. So I'm going to pick up the saltfish or break up the saltfish, put it in some water for it to soak. Whilst breaking up the saltfish, I'm just going to try and debone it as much as I can. So when it comes to time to eat it, you don't have to be fighting with so much bones. And you have to be careful when breaking up or picking the saltfish because the bones are very sharp. You don't want these bones to go under the nail or you just simply stick it. So just be careful. Alright, so now see if I can bring down the camera on it. Yeah, camera here all over the place. Saltfish are swim. Saltfish is swimming. Pumpkin is boiling. Dress off a bit. Pumpkin cooking. So I'm also gonna cut up a Scotch bonnet pepper. Normally keep the Scotch bonnet peppers in the deep freeze this time of year because the place is cold. So cold burn down a lot of the pepper plants that I have. So I normally do, once it touches September, I start saving up peppers to run me through the fall and winter months. So by the time it touch mid-February, I start planting Scotch bonnet peppers again here in Florida. But for now, the cold climate is gonna damage the peppers, whether it be bell pepper or Scotch bonnet pepper, because I also plant my own bell peppers and tomatoes. So what I'm doing here is I'm just cutting up Scotch bonnet pepper, a bell pepper to my like, whichever way you want to cut it up. If you want to dice it, if you want to do it into some long strips or anything, you can do it. As I said, it's just a cook thing. It's not a chef kitchen I'm showing you. I'm just showing you how to do real cooking at home. No pretend. And if you guys want to see more of these videos, you can just drop it in the comment section. I'll just show you some quick ones because who have time to sit down and watch a big old man 1 hour saying I cook something. No. You can put the video together fast and show you guys something you can do when you come in after work, you stop at the supermarket, you grab a piece of pumpkin, an onion, pepper, a piece of saltfish, and you go home and you box that up fast. Alright, this is the browning bottle crush. So these are the garlic peg, but them still in the husk. So what I'm going to do, just knock on it, crush it, and then you just get everything out the husk like that. So don't be afraid to get your garlic in the husk, because I heard they said that the one that the I've already husked and is selling in the store, it has lost a lot of its potency or potency. So it's not that potent, they say. Not sure still tastes strong to me, but we'll do the scientists them say. Work with it. Mash the garlic like this, guys. I don't have to really dice it again, but you can if you want to. I don't mind garlic, so I just do it like this. So here we have garlic bell pepper and scotch bonnet pepper. So whilst the pumpkin is cooking, I'm doing all of this. So I'm going to put back the browning bottle. To use your browning for mash your garlic or your pimento seed or anything like that. Remember to wipe off the base of it. Don't stick it back in the cupboard like that. Okay guys, checking the pumpkin again. Boom, pumpkin cook. So you just need to stick the fork in the pumpkin, and you know, once it goes through smoothly, you know that you have a cooked pumpkin. If you feel a bit of grain and hardness, you can just leave it to cook a bit longer. But with this, pumpkin cook. Alright, so nothing fancy as I tell you, just a fork, and we're going to mash the pumpkin. Some people with the pumpkin takari, they put coconut juice with it. Not coconut water, you know, guys, coconut juice. So just as though you do your rice and peas, they would either blend or grate the hard coconut and extract the juices and do it like a rundown and then put it with the pumpkin takari. But I won't be doing that style today. I've done it quite a few times. Love it also, but whichever way you do this thing, believe me, you're gonna love it. Alright. So I'm gonna mash it till it comes to a paste like this. Cool? Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a frying pan or a pot, just anything you have to use. I'm gonna put it on, put a bit of olive oil or any oil of your choice, anything you can use. Because I don't want to sound like one of those people who teaching you how to cook, but it's like you have to use their product, the exact thing that they are using. So if they're using coconut oil, they're telling you that you can't use any other oil. And if you want to use vegetable oil, they use it, man. Olive oil is just what I am using now. Something I was looking for. Alright, let's wait. So we have the onion, and we have the garlic, bell pepper, scotch bonnet pepper, and scallion here with pimento seed. If you don't have the pimento seed, that's okay. You can go ahead and do what you're doing same way. Anyway, I'm going to throw these in to the pot before the oil is hot. Let me just bring you guys closer. I'm just get them going, sauteed, and then now I'll get back to you guys. And don't put in your seasoning and vegetables and have them swimming in oil. Just slightly grease the pan and get them going. Bring in a bit closer. This is what it should be looking like. This is how you want it. We're going to go ahead and drop in a few pieces of the saltfish. I'm not going to be using all of this saltfish because I'm going to be saving some to do some saltfish fritters. So alright, off about that, and there we go. Just like that. So at this point, I'm going to put in a bit of powder seasoning. So, bam, and actually add the Maggi here. I'm just going to put in a little. I don't have any measurements. Slap your mama. Only because I have the saltfish in it. Only. Otherwise I would only use that thing if I'm doing like parrot or snapper. Because that's the vibes that it gives me whenever I'm cooking or to get a particular taste. Okay. So now, let me show you what it looks like. Right there again. Good. I'm going to go ahead, drop the pumpkin in now. Over. Thing is, I do a whole lot of onion with my pumpkin takari. So it's like almost like a onion takari. Oh, that piece of something to drop down on the stove, man. Yeah, I'm trying to do my best holding the camera and incorporating everything. But I'll show you guys when I'm done. And guys, I'm going to dress up my pumpkin takari a bit with some mixed vegetable. So let me just put in some mixed vegetable and show you guys the finished product. Oh no, you need a tin opener. No, you need a knife. This is how you know cook, different from chef. There we go. And guys, that's it. Like 1, 2, 3. That's it. Nothing more. So there you go, guys. Pumpkin takari with at the end of it I put a bit of mixed vegetable in it. Ready to go with some white rice or some dumpling and banana. Whatever you want to eat it with.